25-yard line.
Ready. Yellow waiting. Yellow waiting.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Alvin Kamara really settling into the league in his second season. And, of course, he came out of Tennessee, but not a lot of people remember he started at Alabama.
He did, and got caught in that big mix of running backs at Bama. And they like those bigger, thicker runners, those guys who can break down defenses through the middle. Alvin Kamara ended up leaving Alabama, going to a junior college for a while. Boogie went to Hutchinson Junior College before matriculating at Tennessee and finding his way to the NFL, where he is now a star.
First time that they called his number tonight, and it gets him a first down.
Ready.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down.
Easy. Good set.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
Brees going to throw. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Brees now to throw. And this is a catch by Ted Ginn. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Brees to another longtime vet, Ginn, for the New Orleans first. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Ready.
Back to the ground. It's Kamara. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Over the middle, that's caught by Meredith. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
A gain of 19 and picking up the first. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to work his way down to the 16. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. On second down, Ingram. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
So offensively on this drive, 2 of 2 on third downs, and now they face a 3rd and inches. To throw, it's Breeze. And Gibbs got it. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. Breeze going to come up here, 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. They'll run here with Ingram. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down.
Sammy!
Breeze to throw on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Thomas. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up and make those throws, and he did that.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Strong coverage by Washington, and now 4th down. And Lutz puts this one through. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. Well, that will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment?
It's funny. We had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator. And what did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter. And that one results in 35 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
So a jump there defensively.
That's okay. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Two minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. To throw here, Roethlisberger. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Ken Crawley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, it's not a bad time to take a shot downfield. You've got a 1st and 5, but you've got to hope that the worst thing that comes out of it is an incompletion. Instead, this is good coverage, and it winds up being intercepted.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. A dump off to Vereen. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. First down now, but that clock rolling. Breeze to Ingram on the draw. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. The Saints in the hurry up here, clock continuing to roll. Here's Breeze, eluding the pressure right. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down. First down now, but the clock continues to move. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Monday.
Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. A nice gain of 21 yards. Breeze, one of the best ever in these situations as he's trying to get his guys set. Throwing on 1st down is Breeze. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
I always laugh when I see guys like Daron Payne play because their ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage to find weak spots in the offensive front and get upfield and make plays. That's what they call playing the piano in the NFL. Those guys who can move it and then get to the quarterback.
He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
21.
Into the red zone, it's Breeze. Looking for Ginn, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Let's go.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to try and go deep again. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Final play of the half. It's Roethlisberger. This one caught by Crowder. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Redskins who have the lead here. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. The Redskins in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. That's fielded in the end zone. Solid return. Pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Geis with the carry on second down. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. He's going to launch this thing. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. The quick slant caught. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a first and goal.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game, because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Redskins capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. On is Hopkins now for the extra point. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead is now 17-3. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Breeze now. Steps away. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Jonathan Allen able to get in there and drop him for a 2-yard loss. The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Shotgun now for Breeze. The catch made over the middle by Ginn. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Breeze now on first down. It's brought in right side by Ginn. Call it a loss of 12 that time, and it'll make this a 2nd and long.
I really don't know where to go with this one. He caught the pass, but in the opposite direction towards his own end zone. That's not one you get every game.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. On 2nd down, here's Breeze. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable 3rd down. The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Breeze. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And Lutz's kick is good. And a 2nd field goal here gets him back within 11 now. It's 17-6. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
What's up? 59, what's up? 59, what's up?
They start on the ground with Geis. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
8! Don't space it. 44.
Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. Ducks into the grab over the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Let's go.
And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. He's going to look deep down the field. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. On first down, Breeze. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. On first down, this is Geis. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Big Sheldon Rankins there to bring him down.
Sometime in this fourth quarter, someone on defense is going to have to step up and force a turnover.
Let's go. Show that Snickers, 66. Right back.
Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brent, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now. And here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
18 yards the gain for number 18. Roethlisberger now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Let's go.
On first down, it's Roethlisberger. Dancing to his left. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage.
Here we go.
Now the backup Boykin, his first throw. Now loose football. The ball comes out, and this is picked up by the Saints. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, there you go. You said someone was going to have to step up, force a turnover. That's exactly what they needed.
Yeah, now they need to capitalize, get this back to a one-score game. From there, anything can happen.
Get set, get set. Get set, get set, get set.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Breeze. Well, this is caught by Ginn. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Breeze to throw on 2nd down. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. Breeze on the hook up to Thomas for the New Orleans first.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Breeze now to throw. Smith catches left side. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And they drop him for a loss, but penalty markers are on the field. Let's see about the call. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
Get set, get set.
Breeze now on first down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was trying to get it that time to Ted Ginn. That'll bring up second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Breeze will try again on second down. Over the middle, that's caught by Meredith. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A gain of 32 that time. On first and 10, here's Breeze. Quite to the 30, it'll be down at the 31-yard line. Throw again. Move again. Here's Breeze. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Troy Apke. Oh, he shifts past him. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Hopkins with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back.
And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now Breeze throwing on second down. Steps away to his left. And they'll get him down here at the 23. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside.
He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Pernell McPhee with a big-time sack on third down. And it'll be a loss of 7. Here's Thomas Morstead now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes.
Let's go!
And they take a knee. And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. Here's Tressway now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?